Good damn afternoon, Americans. Jericho Green here with you once again. Make sure you get over to jerichogreen.net and subscribe. Now, friends, let's face it. The future of America is looking worse each day. Those who are observant have the feeling that something really bad is going to happen soon. If it does, are you prepared? Do you have enough food, water, and other essentials to get you through tough times? If not, check out My Patriot Supply. They're the nation's #1 preparedness company, and they've served millions of American families. Right now, you can save 25% off of their popular 4-week emergency food kit, which will keep you well fed with 4 weeks worth of breakfast, lunch, dinner, drinks, and snacks, totaling over 2,000 calories a day. This food stays fresh for up to 25 years in proper storage, so it will be there when you need it. In fact, you might need it a lot sooner than that. So don't wait. Go to preparewithjericho.com and claim your 4-week emergency food kit. You'll save 25% if you act now. That's preparewithjericho.com. Don't wait. Do it today. So, as much as the far left psychos might try to spin it and twist it and smack it up, flip it, rub it down, oh no. As much as they might try to do that, it's still the same thing. Racism is racism is racism. Now, you can move the characters around. You can change their power level in society. You can change their income. You can even change their skin tone. You can change their age. You can change their address. All these parts are interchangeable, but the product is still the same. It's still racism. So a few days ago at ASU, Arizona State University, these two white boys were in the library studying, and these two black girls, here they come. Entitled, check. College, check. So these two black girls come up to these two white dudes, and one of the white dudes has the audacity to have a sticker on his laptop that says, "Police Lives Matter." Now, if these two dummies were to flip the camera around and show their laptops, chances are they would have some actual offensive stickers on there. But anyway, let's focus on these two. So these two white dudes were in there studying. These two black girls come up to them and start saying these white men are over here and they're racist, and that's why we need a multicultural center, so these white people won't be here, and you're racist for having that on your laptop, and blah, blah, fucking blah. Number one, multiculturalism is the problem. We can have multi people come from different cultures here, but it's all under the umbrella of American culture. There's only one culture in America. That's American culture. Now, you can have different types of people in this culture, but there can be only one, because culture is important. Culture is a set of beliefs. And you can't have different beliefs clashing with each other. That doesn't work. In some countries, they eat dogs. Here, we don't do that. It's a cultural thing. We're not going to sway on that. We're not going to say, well, maybe I never had it cooked right. These aren't Brussels sprouts. These are puppies. It's a cultural thing. We don't sway on that. That's why there can be, it's the Highlander theory. There can be only one. But these girls, along with a lot of other dummies, think that multiculturalism is our strength. Diversity is our strength. Shut up. So they berate and harass these two white students for being in the library and having a sticker that said "Police Lives Matter," like they don't. Now, had this white dude stood up and slapped the shit out of this black girl, who is she gonna call? Doing my best Ray Parker Jr. impersonation, who are you gonna call? You're gonna call these sick, disgusting cops whose lives don't matter, right? So that's one scoop of irony on this shit Sunday. And just take the, like I said, let's switch the colors around. Let there have been two black girls sitting there minding their own business, studying in the library, because this is what libraries are built for. And they had a Black Lives Matter, or if we're being honest, certain Black Lives Matter sticker on their laptop. and those two white boys went up to those two black girls and said, you guys are racist. That's why these two black girls are racist. That's why we need a whites only center, because of these black people right here. And I'll put a link in the description box to the video so you can see it yourself. It's all racism. It's like you're baking a cake. You can change the ingredients around and the flavors, but it's still a fucking cake. It's still racism. And I thought we tried this segregation shit. I thought we read this book already. Let's skip to the end because we already know. So why are you trying to put that shoe on the other foot? It's still a shoe. This is still racism. Just because you may feel like you got the gun and the rabbit has the gun now, this is not the way you would act even if that were the situation. But that's straight up racism. But as we know, if the racial roles were flipped, holy shit. We would know these dudes' names. We would know where they live. We would know what they got in 9th grade PE by now. But that further lets us know that they're not serious. Because if they were, they'd be jumping. If they were out to find racism, turning over every rock, here you go. But the problem is, these instances of racism, of real racism, the characters aren't right, so they're not going to touch it, which is bullshit. These girls had no business going in that library fucking with those two students. Now, fortunately, these young men took the high road. I wish they would have taken the low road. That is the road less traveled. We need to give that road a little more attention. Because I am Captain Low Road. That's what I would have done. There's no way in the world, and I'm not saying these young men were wrong for not handling it this way. They handled it like they felt they should have. Good for them. I'm just saying, if I were in that situation, and I wish there would be more situations where people stand up to these dumbasses. That dude should have stood up, grabbed a bullhorn out of his bag, walked up to that girl, pressed it against her ear and said, shh, shut the fuck up. I'm trying to learn here. I don't got time for your bullshit. I'm not racist. Get out of my face, you idiot. Shut the fuck up and get out of my face. That's what I wish those young men would have done. That's what I wish more people would do. Because if this shit goes unchecked, it's just going to embolden them and they're going to do it more. And I'm sure there are situations out there where it didn't go well for these kind of people, where people do talk back and snap back at these fucking dummies. The nerve. You don't know what these young men could have been dealing with. One of them could have been up there because this is a quiet place. Maybe they were consoling their friend during a hard time. They could have lost somebody. They could have just gotten some fucked up news. What if they found out they failed a class? Somebody died. Somebody got cancer. You don't know. And that is not the time or the place for that. If there's some student square or center where you can hash out your grievances and you can put your stupid little useless fist in the air, do it there, not in the library where people are trying to learn and further their education and probably get away from dumb fucks just like you. That's what's wrong with these idiots. They are driven by their emotions. They are the Mario Andretti's of emotions. That's going way back. They're the fucking Dale Seniors of emotions because they're driven by them very well. Not very smart, but the emotions drive them very well. The emotions are in full control. And you couldn't walk past those two evil blue-eyed devils without giving them a piece of your tiny ass mind. Well, be careful. Don't give out too many pieces of your mind because you don't have that much mind to be giving out, asshole. Who the fuck are you to come up to someone and harass them like that? Who do you think you are? That shit just blows me away. No respect, no awareness of your surroundings. You're in a library. Act like you got some fucking sense. How many times do we have to do something for people who don't have the same skin color as us to turn on the TV and go, see, I told you, look at them. Look at the way they act. Look how stupid they're acting in a place of education, in a place of learning. It's the library. It's where they keep the books. That's the epicenter of knowledge. And look at how you're acting. Thanks a lot, dummy. Thank you. That's another tally mark on the wall of look at how these fools act. They can't control themselves. Thank you, stupid asses. Like I said, link in the description box so you can check that shit out yourself. These people have lost their minds. That makes me think of the video, or the footage, I should say. It's kind of old. Back in the 50s, where people were doing lunch sit-ins. And people would come up to them and harass them and call them names and fuck with them. You're doing the same thing. This is racism reimagined. Racism is a one-trick pony. It only comes in one form. And stupid-ass people will tell you, no, in order to be racist, you have to be in a position of power. So, like, I can't be racist? Yeah, you can, idiot. Move. Hand me that dictionary. It says right here, if you base things on race, if you harass someone, discriminate against someone, or treat someone differently because of their race, or if you think they should think or act a certain way because of their race, that is racism, stupid ass. Man, let me get up out of here and hang out with my beautiful wife because my kids are in school. But you know how it goes. I try to be done with the left, but they just won't let me. Please subscribe. Hit that notification bell because every time it rings, a piece of shit lefty cries. Utilize the Linktree link. Get your ass over to jerichogreen.net. I am Jericho Green. Man, I'm out.